Ooh, he's walking in the grass. Who could it be? Oh my god, it's R.L. Stine. Oh my god, I love you. I'll literally drop to my knees and do anything. Please, just look. Holy. We are reviewing Goosebumps. Oh my god, Michael Jackson died. Oh my god, the ghost is creeping around, walking on the sidewalk. Time for to go in the house, time to go for into the house. Gonna rant about a great show from the 90s. These Canadian actors couldn't get their life straight. Now they're traumatized by their parents.
Beware, you're in for a scare.
We ain't doing shit on a Friday night. Boom. Okay, so Jerry is like this funny little kid who goes around annoying his parents. He has no friends, basically. Everyone hates him. And he's got an active imagination, you know? Like, he goes to school, he goes to around his neighborhood making up stories in his head. You know, he's talking to himself. You know, classic loner behavior, right?
Braves trail by 3. Hawkins at the plate. Pitcher winds. Deals. Oh, Hawkins connects. It's a towering shot to straight center field. It's going.
Oh my god, if Jerry makes this, it's fine. Come on, I gotta hit this. Oh my god, Jerry's actually going all the way. No way he's gonna make it. Wait, what's that materializing in the sky? I can't believe my eyes. If Jerry really makes this, he'll really be the best baseball player ever. And I know that if Jerry makes this, he'll be so sick. He'll catch. Well, I'll be damned. I can't believe my eyes. Jerry's going for it. What the hell? What's happening? Everyone's materializing. Help! Get away from me! Help! What? Jerry, he's going to be... Jerry makes this. He's going to be the best ball player ever. And everyone's going to love him, and he's going to start being a LARPer. Yeah!
It's a long fly out. The ball game is over.
Aura. And so he goes. So his parents basically are like, yo, if you don't start doing something, I know the move has been rough, but Jerry, if you don't do something with your life, you're gonna get sent to therapy. And in the 90s, this was basically a death sentence, okay? They were putting you in the graveyard. They were making you watch MrBeast videos. And so Jerry basically goes to this piano school, right? That his parents forced him to go to this piano school. But also at the same time, at this new place they moved into, Jerry goes downstairs because he hears the piano that came with the house that it's playing itself, right? And there's a ghost down there, okay? You understand? There's a ghost down there. And they're playing the piano, and, you know, they just freak out Jerry. Keep this in mind for later. Keep this in mind for later, okay? Okay? So, Jerry goes to the Shriek School. And what I like about the Shriek School is that it's in the middle of nowhere, okay? This might as well be an abandoned building. It looks like they just, broke into some building, okay? I don't know where Jerry's parents are signing him up for. Maybe they're in financial crisis. Maybe they were secretly homeless before this. Maybe they just adopted this kid. Okay, so Jerry goes there, and then he meets the teacher, Mr. Shriek, right? And they got this kid practicing the most basic, boring scales ever. He's going din 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 dun 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 ba 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 on the piano, right? And Jerry wishes he could play that as good as I did just now, but he doesn't do that. He's practicing the most boring, cringe Carl. Practicing the cringe Carl C scale, as it's commonly referred to. The cringe Carl C scale. And Mr. Shriek is practicing with just his index finger, like, Jesus Christ, bro. And, you know, Jerry notices there's something off about his hands, right? And he's like, ooh, my hands don't work like they used to, Jerry. But you have such beautiful hands because you're young and cool. And Jerry's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to pretending. Basically, Jerry is a LARPer. I didn't want to use this word, but he's a no good LARPer. Like, I know this is a common saying now, but he's a LARPer, okay? He's LARPing about him being in the CIA. He's LARPing being an astronaut. Like, he's a loser, okay? He's spending too much time on the internet. He's a loser. He's a no good loser. He's probably browsing, you know, Reddit comment sections. He's probably the type of guy that, like, hello, I'm your neighbor. Goodbye, I'll see you later. This place was be really into meme review in 2018 PewDiePie, you know, and fought, what's his name? Elon Musk was really cool back in the day.
What is that actually happened?
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how, like...
So, of course, him being a LARPer and it, like, being such, like, a cool building. My favorite thing about this episode is, like, the building it's set in and, like, the eerie atmosphere. There's so much, like, just empty space that's not used, and it makes a really cool, like, atmosphere for the whole episode. And so Jerry is walking around and, like, there's no one around in the staircase. He tries to go down, and then this robot chases him, and it's like the classic Goosebumps fake out where it's like, oh no, Jerry's about to die right here. But then he doesn't, and it's just commercial break, you know. And then the robot like the janitor type guy comes around, and he says to Jerry, "What's up, Jerry? I invested in Bitcoin in 2015 and I still haven't gotten my investment back because my whole wallet got stolen by my ex-wife." And Jerry goes, and so he turns off the robot, and then he makes this passing remark where he says, "Mr. Shriek is actually a robot I made back in 2015 when I lost all my Bitcoin." And Jerry goes, "Oh, okay." Because, you know, if I heard someone say someone was a robot to me, I'd probably just be like, "Oh, okay," as well, because I just met them. So Jerry goes home and he's like, "Yo, I do not want to do this anymore." And the parents are like, "Well, if you don't do this, you're gonna get sent to the MrBeast concentration camp."
I'm going to attempt this thing the next 7 days in solid.
He gets another visit from the ghost, and she's like, "Don't go to the Shriek school. Ooh." And since Jerry is a LARPer, his parents don't believe him about the ghost in the basement, you know, playing the piano. So yeah, he's basically cooked because he has to go back to the school and he already knows something shady is up. And also what I like about the setting is that they kind of foreshadow what's gonna happen with this episode, like,
But with hands like these, I'm sure you'll be a perfect student. But you have marvelous hands.
And Dr. Shriek has told me about you, too. He says you have excellent hands.
the episode does a good job of foreshadowing what's gonna happen, because, like, they keep mentioning and bringing up over and over the thing about the hands, but it's such, like, a turn that you don't know where it's really gonna go. I mean, you know it has something to do with the robots, but I feel like it's good foreshadowing. It leaves enough up to interpretation that you can kind of fill in the blanks of what the full story is, and Jerry is just kind of like a piece played into it, and there's probably like a huge other story behind it, you know? And so Jerry goes in one final time, and he messes up. He didn't practice the cringe Carl C major funny scale. And so Mr. Shriek starts crashing out, and he's like, Jerry, don't do this. You don't want to get sent to the MrBeast concentration camp.
Grocery shoppers started doing with these parents. First, they give $1,000. Hey, little man. There's $1,000 in cap. There's $1,000 in cap.
Dog Pack 404, we got sent there. And everyone is a psyop by the YouTube gods. And Jerry says, what? You watched PewDiePie in 2018 as well? You know MrBeast and Elon Musk? And Mr. Shriek goes, why yes, Jerry. I love your hands. And then Jerry starts biting his nails, and then Mr. Shriek crashes out, let me tell you.
Your hands are precious. Precious. You must take good care of them. Don't you realize what potential you have? I will not tolerate a student who's not serious about his studies.
He starts freaking out. He's like, bruh, don't get with your hands. And then so he starts like basically trying to kill Jerry for his hands because his don't work anymore. And so he escapes to the basement again to see the guy, like the janitor who created him. And then he turns off Mr. Shriek, which is just crazy. So there's something about AI and Mr. Shriek wanting hands, which is kind of funny because, you know, like the whole thing of the whole check with AI was like they couldn't make hands, you know, and then they did. So that was pretty funny. Kind of ironic, I thought. A little metaphor for you there. And then, since he's the mechanic guy, and he's basically making all these pianos and like all these robots, he has a trouble making and recreating the hands, and that's kind of why Mr. Shriek wants them as well, but also just to play good and serve his purpose as a robot. And so he tries to take Jerry's hands as well, but then the ghost comes back, and it turns out that she was actually the piano teacher of the janitor from way back in the day, and he was terrible at piano in the piano lessons, and so he tried to become a tech guy, a tech entrepreneur, to get back and be good at the piano, even though he was terrible and could have just practiced. So yeah, kind of chalked. Really says that you could just practice. You can't take a shortcut, except he took a shortcut and it still took him probably like 15 years or something, you know, or maybe like 30. So chalk it. And so the piano teacher saves Jerry, but forces him to practice forever in the basement. And there's kind of like this, and there's this cool shot of the whole basement, and it goes on forever. And you can see that the guy has been practicing, trying to get the hands right forever with his AI hands. And so it's just a bunch of hands practicing on the piano. Pretty cool. I really like the lore with this one. I think there's a lot going on, and the atmosphere is really cool. I feel like they could have found more out. I feel like they could have explored more with the ghost thing, but it's kind of left open. So yeah.